You know, the opening rounds in the playoffs for some of our Crossroad football teams have given off sort of a preseason vibe. And although that may not be the case for some of our teams, they hardly broke a sweat in some of these games. And that was made apparent to me after witnessing Victoria West and Tidehaven in action last night. In week 2, I saw 2 dominant outings from our Crossroads teams. Let's start off with the Tidehaven Tigers taking on the Dilley Wolves. And what appeared to be a battle of turnovers for both teams saw Tidehaven win the battle in the first half, scoring 4 touchdowns. 2 of them was by running back Jake Chendurin to take things over. The Tidehaven Tigers would go on to win the game, final score 56-14. And just 30 minutes away in Memphis, Texas, was Victoria West taking on Alice. And just like the Tigers, West began dominating early on. Genesis Jeffries kicking things off with a 5-yard rushing touchdown. West would go on to win the game 63-13 as Alice went scoreless in the second half. Coach Boyce still credits Alice and is still happy for the win.
Hats off to Alice and their season, and Coach Castellanos. I mean, they do a really good job, and I thought both teams came out wanting to get after this game and do their very best for their teammates, and but we're feeling good. Glad we were able to get the win.
Quarterback Dominic Martinez had an impressive outing as well, and he doesn't let the heat of the moment affect his play.
I don't think there's really any pressure. Just going through the aspect of round 3. It's a bigger step. It's kind of a curse for us, but we're looking to go take it on and go win.
And on to some college football. Both the Longhorns and the Aggies were in action today. And let's start off with the Longhorns taking on Kentucky. The Longhorns on the opening drive in the red zone as Ewert breaks out of this pocket and dots it off to Gunnar Helm for a touchdown. Kentucky was able to return the favor, but once again, it was Ewers to locate him again for a 17-yard touchdown, which also takes the lead once again. Helm led the team in touchdowns with those 2 and totaling 52 receiving yards. The Longhorns did come across some string of bad luck, which was an unfortunate fumble that led to a touchdown for Kentucky. But the Longhorns still pull it off, winning the game. Final score, 31-14. And the Aggies are in action, taking on Auburn in a tough, hard-fought game for the Aggies. A&M went scoreless in the first quarter to Auburn's 14. They were able to answer back and make it a memorable fourth quarter. With a little under a minute to go, Auburn had the ball, to which the Aggies were up 31-28. And the final drive sees them at 4th and goal with 5 seconds to go, and Auburn was able to kick a field goal to tie the game. The game is currently in overtime, and both teams are trading touchdowns. So, guys, how overtime works is the first team that scores a touchdown to another team that doesn't respond wins the game. So, hopefully, when we come back from break, we might have a winner in this game.